Hi, and welcome to part 2 of the building a crappy theme park, but, we'll see how it goes. So, last episode, I just made this coaster, but I also made this the episode before that, but I never got to post that episode because of technical difficulties. So this episode I'm gonna finish this coaster by making it 1.5 meter. I might be changing a tiny bit of the layout, like over here, the stall, I might change some stuff. And then, but I'm just gonna just cut that out because it's really boring to watch. And then I'm going to work on some paths to get over to the ride and also some scenery around the ride. I'll start off with this. What I want to do is I want to make the stall more centered. So you can see the exit of the stall starts about here, which is about at this entrance thing. And then the entrance of the stall starts right about here, which is all the way over here. So it's kind of off-centered. And I think I'm going to have it kind of dive down here like this, and then it's going to go into a tiny bit of straight track, and then pull up into the stall. It's going to be similar to what is on Mako at the bottom of its first drop, where it just kind of levels out for a second and then pulls up into its overbank. And then I'm also going to change this this double up thing into the brake run because it gives no air time except for a tiny bit of floater in the front. And then finally, I might change this because when I put supports on it, that is not legal. Let's get to work. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that way it levels out here and then goes into the stall. Okay, now that I have re-profiled this stall, it should be much more centered now. Yep. I'm also going to remove these trees so that you can actually see. I'll keep that one. Probably add some smaller trees or something. So now that we have an actually half decent stall, next part I wanted to redo was this, so that way these supports won't kill people if they were trying to walk by. Much better. Okay. Now the last thing I wanted to redo is this little double up. So I think I'm done with this part. Now let's test the new sections. So it levels out, pulls up into the 0G stall, which looks like it'll pull 1G, not 0Gs, but whatever. There we go. So that part's good. That part's pretty good. Airtime. Oh, yep. Okay. Forgot about that. So now I'm just going to turn this into 1.5 meter, and then I'll smooth it, and then basically you'll just see it when it's done. Actually, I'll do one of those quirky transitions where I'll go like this. So I just finished making this entire ride 1.5 meter, and if you didn't know what that means I built the whole ride in 3 meter pieces. You can see right here 9.8 feet, that's 3 meters. And then what you do is you go to each and every single piece on the entire ride, you delete the piece, and then you make it 1 meter, and you auto-complete it, and then you spam smooth it, or with an auto click or whatever. Then you have 1.5 meter pieces from 3 meter pieces. And what that does is basically the shorter the pieces, the smoother it'll be after you smooth it. But the better thing about doing it in 3 meter first and then converting it over to 1.5 meter is when you have 3 meter or 4 meter, the shaping is a lot better. So if you tried to build a whole ride in 1 meter pieces, the shaping would be all off. But if you build it in 4 meter pieces, the shaping would be right, and then you could bring it down to like 1 meter. So I do 3 meter to 1.5 meter. Saves me a bunch of time, and it works pretty much just as well. But as you can see, I have not smoothed it yet. I have just converted it to 1.5 meter. So now what I'll do is I will select thing. I'm going to select 14 pieces or more. I might select like 20. I'm just going to select a lot of pieces. I'm not going to count them. So I don't know how many pieces this is. I usually go for between 14 and 20. This is probably like, I don't know, 16. And then, thanks to the ACSE mod, I just click the smooth forward button, and then it gets done pretty much automatically. So I just spam this, and then it'll be done in like, I don't know, 2 minutes. The auto clicker can also help here, as you can see. And then that's it done. So now just a little test. I'm not going to show the full POV, that's for another day. If you want to see the full POV of this, not completely smoothed, that's in the last video at the very end. That's much better. So now the ride is fully smoothed. It's got, a pretty good mix of elements, I would say. Now, what I'm going to do with the rest of this episode is maybe bring some paths to kind of like get to the ride and then put scenery around it, or I just might put scenery around it. But I'm first going to try and make the truss system for the stall over the thing. So I'm aiming for something like Zadra's stall, where it's like on like the steel truss system goes on top of it right up here. I'm pretty sure that there's no like steel beams. Yeah. So we gotta work with the second best thing, and that is wood. Wooden pillars. You got pole, post. I think that this is what I'm gonna use. Can I change the color on this? Nope. So now I gotta figure out how to make this work. So I'm going to look at some photos real quick of the steel truss system on Zadra and see if I can make something like that. So I found a really good picture of Zadra's stall, and it looks to be like about as wide, like the steel support structure for it seems to be about as wide as these like metal things. And then it's not actually that tall of it. So let's try this. I've never really tried to build one of these. Wait, can you not place these? What? You can't place these like... You can't... Okay, so that's gonna put a halt on my plans. You can't make these like flat or anything. I don't know why you can't, but I guess you can't. This definitely doesn't look very good, but at least you can put them sideways. What color should I make these? Black? White? Red? Blue? Might do black. I'll do black. Wish they could make angles snap like a custom, amount of snapping, so you could make it like 5 degrees. A little progress update. This is actually looking better than I thought it would. Definitely doesn't look like the real thing, but it looks like it would give you the idea of what it's supposed to be. So that's pretty cool. I like this. This looks pretty good, I'm pretty sure. I just need to put some stuff on the top here, then I can copy and paste it over to this side. So I'm pretty sure that this side is done. Looking at a picture to see if there's anything I missed. Oh, it's of course not gonna be, exactly right, but, I just wanted to get it close. Okay, I think I have everything selected. Moment of truth. I did do the duplicate thing, right? Okay, good. Oh! Oh! Wait, does it look good? Oh, man. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Looks good. So this is over 300 pieces. This is like really, really good for stuff that I've built. Let's see it on right. Also, let's see if it would chop my head off. Ah! Yeah, it probably would, but it doesn't really matter. It's fun to chemistry. Now this is a really good entrance, in my opinion. I would love to walk under this, and some of you guys are probably thinking that this stall would be too intense, and you're probably right, but I really like it, so I'm keeping it. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of concrete footers down there, and then I can work on some scenery and paths, and then that'll be it for this video. Well, actually first I wanted to do this because I saw it on the Zadra. Oh, that looks so good. Don't know how the actual footers look, and I don't care enough to look them up. This is good enough. There are 0 flaws with this path system. I also probably need to start thinking of what I want to theme this to. I'm not going to be theming them like crazy or anything, of course, because, I have no idea how to do that. But I do want there to be like a name at least. And I think that that's good enough path for now. I also added some water here, as you can see. Queue line seems like it would be long enough. And this looks so cool. I cannot wait till everything's done. But I'm almost done with it. I'm going to put some trees around it. Maybe some light stuff. I'm not going to do it all in this video. I'll do it in a couple of videos or something, but I am actually surprisingly happy with how this is turning out, especially the steel truss stall thing right over the entrance. So now I am going to just add some trees, and then I will be done for this episode. So I think that I'm done for this episode. This has been I don't know, I think 2.5 hours of recording and smoothing, because I didn't record the smoothing, but that took a long time. And it looks so good. I'm actually really surprised with how it looks right now. I have not done, theming or anything. I've not put up fences. Still gotta do all that, but I'm saying, like, just general scenery, like, it looks really good. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Next video, I'm probably going to finish the scenery around this ride and add fences and probably like a shop or two along this path, and then maybe like some scenery back here or whatever. And then after that, I'll probably make some more buildings and expand the midway or whatever it's called. Um, and yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Yeah, bye.